Welcome to Escape from the Dreamlands, Episode 8. I'm Jordan, she, her.
I'm Ben, he, him.
I'm Chris, she, her.
And I'm Selena, they, them.
And let's recap.
So aggressive.
In this wonderfully aggressive Pride Month, what has happened thus far?
Day 4, Episode 8. We survived the slippery encounter facing our most dangerous foe, water, solidifying Ursa's fear of medium to large bodies of water. Next on the encounter table, we were met with a glowing pink tree with runes similar to those we saw Malin carve. During our rest, we met Yvonne, a mud person, researcher who is suspiciously not human, but we don't have to deal with that for now because the most pressing item is this gem drake. We ended the last session having entered its lair and entering into combat. Ben, please don't kill us.
I'll do my best not to.
Your Majesty, I think there's a better time to update your journal.
We left off with Dee seeing an extremely large ruby outcropping and saying, "Don't worry, gang, I've got this," and whiffing an eldritch blast, alerting it to your presence. As the eldritch blast sort of glances off of it harmlessly, you see this creature towering over, turn around, and roar with flame licking up its jaw and around its teeth. And Dee, you've used your action. Would you like to do anything else? And as just other reminders, Ursa, you blessed Lorelei, Dee, and yourself and are concentrating on that. And Kaylin is currently invisible.
Question, does Bless add to attack rolls?
Yes, it does.
I didn't add Bless to an attack roll. Is there any chance that it will hit?
There's
okay,
no
cool.
chance.
Cool, good to know. Its AC is higher than 14, guys.
Whoa.
Sometimes you roll a 3 on your first combat roll. Anyways, Dee is going to look at that flame. Are there scorch marks on the floor?
No.
Not to bring up thermodynamics in a combat situation, but I'd recommend keeping a solid wall between ourselves and that horrible mouth.
Dee is going to move up to just kind of behind here, trying to keep as much of this thing between herself and the Drake as possible. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just move up there. And then she is going to cast Hex on the Gem Drake.
All right, the Gem Drake has been hexed. What ability would you like it to have disadvantage on?
Strength. So I can't order Kaylin to...
Kaylin can do anything other than attack.
Yep. So she is just going to fly diagonal upwards to be out of range of anything. And take the hide action after going about 30 feet diagonal upwards towards the giant gem drake.
All right, Renee is going to move 30 feet up, not through a pillar. She can't get to anything. I don't think she's stupid enough to take the dash action. So she will dodge here. She thinks things are going to come her way, and she wants to not get hit by them. And now it is the Gem Drake's turn. It is going to move. Basically right up to Renee.
Oh no.
And it's gonna try and bite her. So you see it like lunge forward, its jaw almost scraping against the ground as it just lunges at her, mouth open, wanting a delicious snack. And she has disadvantage. 19 on both.
Yowza.
Renee's AC is 18.
Oh my god,
with the
no.
shield and chainmail. So she is going to get bit. So she will take only 8. Pretty low on the dice there. So just a warning, that 1 is on a d10. So she will take 8 damage. This Sapphire little guy is going to head over and try and attack Renee. It also has disadvantage because she dodged. And a 10 will miss. So as it tries to bite, it misses, and then it will make a second bite. And a 15 will also miss. Lorelei, it's your turn.
Okay. I think here my best bet is while I'm still blessed, I'm going to go ahead and, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
So I will then have an extra d8 on my next hit.
If you so choose.
If I so choose, yeah. But, you know, I will likely choose.
Yep.
But that'll be my bonus action. Action-wise, I'm definitely gonna try and shoot that dragon.
All right, and if you're using Zephyr Strike, I think you have advantage on the attack as well.
Let me triple check for my own benefit. I can. I absolutely can. Thank you for the reminder. All right, so let's see what the first roll is. That's an 11, so let's see about that advantage. An 18?
You knock an arrow, and the power of the wind whips in your hand as you launch it into its open jaw, charging at Renee. And you see spider web fractures forming at, like, its upper palate. Roll that damage.
Absolutely. Now, this may take me a moment of math.
Yep.
Base damage, 9. 1d4 for Dreadful Strikes, which is another 4 for 13. And then, this is going to be my favorite foe, I mean. So that would be another d4.
Okay.
For an additional 4 damage for a total of 17 damage this
And then
turn.
your D8 from Zephyr Strike.
Oh, thank you. Lest we forget.
Yep. All right.
7.
So this guy, as you shoot it in its mouth, takes 7 force damage. It takes 4 psychic damage. And that other 13 is all piercing. But it is ranged piercing. So it will still take the full damage, but it's not vulnerable to ranged piercing. So
Gotcha.
Another 13 extremely solid hit. You see its attention turn to you. You have your movement left.
If I'm not fully behind a pillar, I would like to be.
Yeah, you're behind a pillar.
Okay, great. Just like I'll just curl back behind the pillar and just be like, yes. But I'm a little bit terrified.
This green little guy is gonna go to there and then cry and use its action to dash to move 5 feet.
Caitlin is going to come out of... Oh, wait, no, she's 30 feet up.
Caitlin's 30 feet up. Ursa.
It's me. I am gonna move up my 30 to there. I'm going to bonus action my Vow of Enmity, and so I choose a creature that I can see within 10 feet of me, and I gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute. And then I'm gonna attack with the Shock Rune Greatsword at advantage.
Hell yeah. Have to imagine you chose the big red one.
I did choose the big red one, yeah. Does an
All right.
18 hit?
An 18 does hit. 11 magical slashing, which is going to overcome the normal resistance that these things have to slashing damage. As well as 3 lightning for 14 more damage pumped into this guy.
Yeah.
And then, it's D.
I will use a bonus action to toss a d6 of healing light over to Renee. And just as I'm thinking about this and just the conversation earlier with Osris and then the weird invisible survey taker person. I just remember Our Lady of the Shroud. And so little moth lights come and heal Renee. And then I'm going to forgo my own attack to tell Kaylin to punch this one.
Punch or beak? Or does Kaylin punch with their beak?
I think it's a beak punch.
'Tis a beak punch. 24 to hit?
24 will hit, and it will take 8 piercing.
Hooray! And 0 poison.
And 0 poison. And you see as this bird peeks, does its beak attack at this dragon, you see these like hairline fractures start to spiderweb around its entire body. And you see flames start to vent all around it. Renee, Ursa, Kaylin, it has just gotten very hot where you're standing.
I would really recommend maybe moving. Kind of seems like this is gonna be one of those gem explodey things, except bad.
And Kaylin will turn in. Deanne's her turn after making sure she is as far behind one of these stalagmite columns as possible.
So just turning invisible and flying over there.
Yeah, actually, no, turning invisible and flying upwards.
Oh, just straight
Kaylin-
up?
Yeah, Kaylin is immune to fire.
Alright, I'll just put Kaylin over there, which is indicating up.
Yeah.
Alright,
60 feet.
yep. Renee is going to, I guess, just try and attack the big one. She misses with a 14.
Is she blessed?
No,
Damn it.
she was not one of the blessed targets.
Damn it.
I don't, like, yes, it's hot where she is, but also she would take multiple attacks of opportunity to get out. So I think she's just going to stay there in the fire and the flames.
No.
And she takes 8 fire damage at the end of her turn. And then it is the big one. It is going to stay where it is. And you see it again drop its head almost to the ground and open its mouth, and a gout of flame tears across Renee, Ursa, and also, unfortunately for the Sapphire Drake, also that.
Oh. I was like,
Oh,
who
dang.
else?
So
Do I gotta
need
roll?
dexterity saving throws from everyone there.
Would it have hit me if I wasn't hiding behind this stalagmite?
Nah, looks like it wasn't that far.
23 with bless.
All right.
Rip Renee.
Renee got a 13.
Okay.
That's gonna fail. The blue one got a 6. That's gonna fail. Ursa got a 23. That'll pass. 7d6 damage later. Ursa, you take 12, only taking half of that. Renee takes 24, leaving her at 1 hit point thanks to the healing light.
Holy shit.
And the blue one takes 48 because it's vulnerable to fire.
Bye-bye.
Leaving it
Dead.
at... No, it's still alive. And it starts to flicker, which is pretty lucky because its turn is now. It turns invisible.
But it starts its turn next to the fire drake, or is it ending?
It sure does start its turn next to the fire drake. Renee took the damage at the end, if you recall. So it turns invisible, and you guys see it reappear again right next to D.
Oh, God.
You motherfucker.
And it is going to take its first attack at advantage. Because I don't think you see invisible things.
I don't.
26. That's a 19. One away from a crit.
I'm full up. I'll take it.
All right. So you are going to take 10 damage. And I think that is all it's going to do. It'll just hang out right next to you. Lorelei.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on up to Renee, seeing the absolute state that Renee is in, and use my action to cure wounds,
Yep.
and I rolled a 9.
Okay, she will get her hit points multiplied by 10, and she appreciates it.
Absolutely. And I don't think that leaves me really with anything else that I can do this turn, so I'll just be
You have
moral
5
support.
more feet.
Okay, well then, if I have 5 more feet, let's say I
Yep.
just scooch on to the right and back
That
a little
is
bit.
great. That is
I wanna be there.
That is a 5-foot difference between 2d6 fire damage and 0d6 fire damage.
Perfect. Hey.
Yep. All right. Emerald 1 is going to try and take those hit points back away. 8 isn't going to do it. And it's just going to take 2d6 fire damage because that's the way it goes. It takes 8 fire damage. All right. Ursa.
Yeah, me. I'm going to attack the Drake again with the sword. Oh, and I have it at advantage. And do I need to make a con save for bless? Because I had fire damage.
Yes, you do.
Okay, con save for bless.
And DC is just 10.
Got
Alright,
that.
you're good.
Everyone's still blessed.
All right,
And so-
22 hits.
I have a question.
Yeah.
To concentrate save to keep bless up, do you benefit from bless?
Yes.
Dope.
And then I'm going to use a smite. My last spell slot to do a thunderous smite. Or at least-
That would drop blast because it's concentration.
this is.
But you
this
could
is-
just do a
You could
smite
just use
to
your-
add
your-
2d6
yeah.
damage. Or 2d8.
just a smite.
Yeah, your
Oh,
normal
like
paladin smite.
my normal paladin smite.
And you declare that after you hit.
Yes.
Which
okay.
you have.
Divine smite. Cool.
All right.
I will use that spell slot to do this
Yep.
the smiting.
Ooh, that is a lot of 2d8 right there. 15 damage on 2d8 is about as good as you can ask for. Takes 27 damage from that hit.
Wow.
27 total damage, and I still have my move. I can't get out of range without provoking an opportunity attack,
Correct,
right?
it'll try and bite you.
How much fire damage was it?
It has been 2d6.
Oh, at the end of the turn, but then it was the big fire
The
damage.
that was its breath
the
attack.
big one. That was
Yeah.
the breath attack. Yeah,
That-
cool,
yeah.
cool. I think I'll just stay there.
All right. At
Yeah.
the end of your turn, you feel
Oh wait,
11
what-
fire damage come in.
is it a reaction to do anything that they've done so far? No, they
Nope,
haven't used their
hasn't
reaction.
used the reaction.
No, so I don't want to.
Yep.
Okay.
So you
I
take 11 fire damage as it meets your nearly perfect roll with its nearly perfect roll. And D, you have a friend next to you.
I do have a friend next to me. I will use my bonus action to tell Kaylin to stab
Okay.
on her turn, which means she's not going to be able to return invisible, and I will use my action to cast Shatter, centered here. So it's going to hit the green one and the red one.
All right. They have disadvantage on that. Green one. That's a con save, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gets an 8.
They both are going to take 13 points of thunder damage.
All
And-
right. Before you say anything else, that does trigger something.
Oh, god damn it.
Because that is going to drop the green below its explode threshold. So
Which is going to explode on the
on Ursa, on Renee, and on the Gem
Wait,
Drake.
on Ursa? Ursa's like 15
Yep.
feet away.
If you measure
10 feet.
It's 10 feet.
10,
Oh.
which has been their explosion radius the whole time. So I need dexterity
damn
saves
it.
from all those parties.
God, fucking.
Renee gets a 4,
All right, so 13.
13. Big one gets a 15. The DC is 15. So just the big one passes. So Ursa and Renee each take 10 damage between piercing and acid.
I'm down.
As is Renee.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Renee is down. Ursa is down. And the dragon, I'm gonna be mean to you guys just a little bit.
Okay.
Because it's 2 different damage types, it's gonna get a favorable reduction because it was 5 on each die. So each of those get half to 2. So
Okay.
it takes 4 damage.
Okay.
You see this green thing explode, ripping through Renee and Ursa with acid and piercing. And also peppering the dragon with a few little of these emerald spikes. And Dee and Lorelei, as you're watching, you see larger cracks start to ripple out from one of the larger emerald chunks that got pushed into an already existing
Come
wound.
on!
And the emerald gemling gets
More?
the killing blow as this dragon
What?
just crumbles into ruby dust around you. The big one had 4 hit points left.
Oh my god.
Oh!
I was like, Ben, it's my birthday. Don't kill my friend.
However, the fight is not over.
Okay.
It's not. Okay, that's fine.
That's okay. I can kick ass.
I thought you were just gonna give us more damage while we're down. I really thought that's where you were going with that.
The green one has leveled up like 5 times. from that.
Oh no, it has more hit points. It can explode again.
Yeah, what's Kaylin gonna do? Kaylin's 60 feet up.
Well, that's the thing. I used my action to cause the explosion, and my bonus action could be taken on my turn. Still
Correct.
taken on my turn. My bonus action is now going to use my last D6 of healing light to get Renee up.
Okay. Alright, Renee is back up with 3 hit points.
The reason why, Your Majesty, is Renee acts before you do.
Alright, Kaylin does nothing.
Kaylin's going to drop down 60 feet to be right next to the green one, so if it moves, invisible opportunity attack.
Love to hear it.
Ursa will remember this over here.
Ursa's asleep.
Ursa's dying.
Renee is going to stand up and see if she can hit something. A 16 is its armor class. And she deals 10 piercing damage, doubled to 20. That's enough to finish that one off. And then Renee will go ahead and join D over here. And then it is the blue one's turn. The last combatant out here starts its turn by using a bonus action to turn invisible.
Cheeky.
And it will appear just on the other side of D.
So it doesn't leave. Oh, wait, I couldn't take an attack of opportunity anyway because it's invisible.
Yep, but it got away from Renee. So, the first bite at advantage. Nat 1, double nat 1s at advantage. Misses. Its second attack, an 18.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Alright, this is definitely the better one to get hit by because it's not getting its sneak attack because it doesn't have an ally next to you, and it didn't have advantage.
What? This thing has sneak attack?
Yeah, that's the extra 2d6 that it deals.
Oh.
Alright, you just take 7 piercing damage.
I thought it was just like I was getting iced and it was just ice damage.
And it's Lorelei's turn.
I want to shoot it.
See, it's not even just me now.
Well, listen. First off, I am out of spell slots, so I could
That's
not
fair.
resurrect. Well, I'm not resurrect. We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
I could not raise their majesty even if I wanted to. For there are no slots. So while I could stabilize, I may as well neutralize the threat before more appear. And so to do so, I'd like to roll my attack now.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna shoot it. No need to move. 22 will hit.
That'll hit.
Wonderful. So I'm rolling with my bow, a 9 damage,
Yep.
and with my dreadful strikes, which is psychic damage, because I'm me, another 2 for a total of 11.
That will finish this one off. And let me just roll some stuff real quick.
And at this point, D sprints towards Ursa.
It's not D's turn.
Oh, beans!
We don't exit initiative until everyone's stable in this house. And I'm deciding how cruel I should be. I kind of want to do a thing that is a little nice,
A birthday present. A birthday present.
but no, I won't. All right. Ursa, go ahead and make me a secret death save.
That's no.
I'll just roll one. I did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, this is a house rule that has just stayed with this group of friends, which we just don't know the results of everything
Yeah, who
until
could say?
somebody makes a
Who
face
could say?
like
That's
that.
probably a 17 or an 18. I'm pretty glad I didn't do the mean thing I was thinking about doing. D, it's your turn.
D is going to sprint over to their majesty
Yep.
and is going to attempt to stabilize.
Attempt?
Oh, you're out of spells and healing light?
Uh-huh.
Oh, then we're getting real spicy here. Let's do it. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Can I ask Kaylin for help on this?
Kaylin acts after you.
Can
So you
I
could-
hold my action?
You can
To-
hold your action and then have Kaylin come down and use your reaction to do a medicine check. Yes.
That's what I would like to do, please.
All right, Kaylin will fly down, and you hear in your mind, "Oh boy, they are bleeding a lot. You should fix that."
11.
You sick fuck.
11. You
Ben, you're a sick fuck.
not as sick as my plan to make things worse.
We're gonna have to do another cliffhanger trailer because this.
Yep. All right. Ursa is unconscious, but stable.
Guys, I rolled a nat 1 on my
Yep.
first death save.
Yep.
At
And
least it wasn't your second.
Yup. Sure wasn't. The thing that I was considering doing there,
Was what?
as you guys look around, there are 3 fragments on the ground, one of which is glowing for Lorelei.
Okay.
So the mean thing I was considering doing was I saw that I had a, yes roll on one of these is glowing. I was considering having D make a dexterity check, have it glow for D, and have it just impact D from the explosion, which would incapacitate D for a round. But I decided not to do that.
What
Thanks.
is mine?
That seems needless.
For reasons, what is my medicine? +2. Okay, good
Yeah,
to
you're
know.
fine.
Yeah, yours
no,
is
they're-
better than mine. Mine is
they're-
-1.
You have
There-
Spare the Dying, don't you, Lorelei?
Oh.
No? Oh,
No.
okay. That's me. The one without the healing was me.
I tend to have meaner ideas that then I pass on. Like, for example, the chest at the bottom of the shark lake.
Yeah.
When
Being
I
a
first
mimic?
wrote that was a mimic.
Makes sense.
Because then you get stuck to a
That'd be
mimic and you're
fucked.
underwater. Yeah.
No, you're
it's
dead.
Really it's really
See-
funny and surrounded
see-
by sharks.
I want a version. I want a version of this module where you say yes to every mean idea you have.
Because the problem is that this module sort of relies on people caring about their character. And in a meat grinder game, you start to stop emotionally investing in your characters because it's like, well, they'll be dead in 2 weeks, so whatever.
Yeah.
In any case, another thing that you guys see that you didn't notice before, you're not sure if it's because there was a giant dragon made of gem there, or just because it wasn't there before, but there is now a treasure chest sitting in the back of the room.
D is just has rolled off of on top of Ursa and is just like starfish spread on the ground. We'll deal
Well-
with that in a few hours, whenever their
What?
majesty wait. No, actually, give me an hour and I will bring them up.
So how long does the unconscious condition?
Roll a d4. Two hours.
Okay.
So you're just taking a little nap.
At least it's not a dirt nap, you know.
Man, it got so close.
You have an interesting choice to make here soon, Selena.
Oh,
no. All right.
What the fuck does that mean?
What the fuck does that mean, Ben?
I just like saying cryptic
Ben?
stuff.
My little
D
heart.
is going to take a short rest real fast.
You guys are trying to short rest here. Before that resolves, D, roll me a d20.
Oh, god damn it. 15?
15. Is that a good number? Let's find out.
Oh, I don't like that question.
Historically, yes. In the scale of 1 to 20.
Before the short rest, Renee is going to go ahead and use a second wind because she has that. And you guys wait for an hour on watch, and the hour passes without event.
Yay.
I have 2 spell slots now. I am going to burn one on...
You just heal up Renee.
Renee, how bad are you?
Not as bad as the king.
The king is also benefiting, don't worry. Also, Your Majesty, welcome to the land of the living to the tune of 13 hit points, and then just...
I could.
Not my best work. Ursa wakes up, is like, ugh, and D immediately just wham! Second clear electric pulse to the tune of 15 hit points this time.
All right, so 28 total back to Ursa.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh. Oh. I don't know. I think I had him. I think it's pretty messed up that I got as messed up as I did, and I didn't get any memories back.
Well, we don't know. We got 3 marbles. None of them glow for me.
So there's one for me, and I mean, maybe it's not gonna be good. Although I did get one nice one, that was nice. But we don't know what we're gonna find out. So maybe it's better this way?
Are either of these yours, Your Majesty?
No, ain't none of those for me.
Okay, well, there's a treasure chest if you want to take a look at that.
Yeah, let's do that, and then I guess my fragment? May as well. I get it out of the way.
Yeah, why don't you do that while we check out the chest?
But what if that's a trap and you need me?
Okay, you check it out, and then we'll do the chest.
Great.
Okay.
Being unconscious doesn't let me use any hit die, right?
Correct. You didn't get a short rest.
Yeah, I did not get a short rest. I'm so tired.
You're a little sleepy. All right. So 1 card dealt to Lorelei. So Lorelei, you touch the marble, and as you guys have seen, it just vanishes. And what do you see, Lorelei, as you retreat into your vision?
Let's see what I see. Oh no. Oh no. That's a little too close to home. So I saw somebody that was close to me. I gave them a health potion. I don't know what happened, but they didn't wake up. Oh, there's been too much of that lately. Almost, anyway.
I feel like everyone that we have healed has come back.
Well, yeah, but they almost didn't. It takes a toll. I can't always be sparkly. but I'll do my best.
Do you need a hug, Lorelai?
Yeah, I
All
do.
right, I'll give you giving my first hug, not counting
Aw.
Osiris.
Oh, that's a special kind of hug.
That's a
That's a
special
different
hug.
hug. It's a different
That's an
hug.
embrace.
It is an embrace. Hugging me is not comfortable. I am very muscly, but also very sharp because I have a lot of metal.
Yeah.
Dee doesn't give a hug, but she does just kind of like put a awkward like 2/3 of like 2 fingers on Lorelai's shoulder.
A
like
A
There,
little
there.
there. Yeah.
that's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks, guys. Well, I mean, I guess the current me, that could be anybody. So, time for treasure?
By the
Right.
way, I know that we have found health potions before. Like, we have a number of potions that were not smashed by Ursa. I don't know who has any of those.
I have 2.
I will check my inventory.
I'm going to take one actually, since I assume we're not going to take a third hour.
I would not be opposed to taking a third hour.
Do y'all want to just keep hanging out in this place while I get my rest in, or should I take this here potion?
I mean, we would only be in this cave for 2 hours at that point.
Then let's sit down then. Let's just keep sitting.
All right.
Let's check the chest first.
Taking the chest
Check
first.
the chest first. All
All
right.
Who is going to?
I will.
Check
No,
the chest.
no. I'm happy to do it. You've been through enough today, partly kind of almost on my behalf. So
What did you do? What did you do? Did you do this to me?
No. I just blasted. I blasted, and then the dragon got real hot. You remember that? The heat was my fault. Just the heat.
That's right.
Just a little heat. Nothing wrong. So I'll go do it. I'll do it.
All right.
I'm gonna
You
go. Oh,
head
sorry, you
over.
first.
I'll come with you and just stay a
Yep.
little bit further behind.
Yeah, so, you open up this chest and see inside a tower shield, a dwarven-looking belt, a river stone, and an obsidian wand with a wooden handle.
I touch all of them.
They all feel magical to you.
Ooh.
These
Well-
all feel magical.
I do like that rock.
Let's find out what they do before we assign them.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh yeah, we can take them back to the shop and we can see. Yay!
You don't want to just blind attune to things? It's always so much fun to blind attune to things.
You may be right about that.
And you guys are about to take a short rest. All 4 of you have the opportunity to attune to
We
something.
could get attuned to something.
I don't like the smile that Ben's smiling. I
All
don't.
right, wand. Ursa uses a 2-handed sword, so Renee will
Yeah.
grab the shield.
Okay. Renee gets the so you take one.
Rock and belt.
That leaves belt and stone. Your Majesty, do you have a preference between belt and stone? I do like the stone, but I'm not. I mean, I can do whatever. Not partial.
I'll take the belt because you want the stone.
All right.
You look like you could use like an extra belt. You know, like a layered belt situation.
It's another belt.
Your Majesty, you do kind of look like a, You would benefit from the Final Fantasy aesthetic.
I give off bi energy. Bi meaning 2 belts.
Belt.
Belt.
You give off American mid-2000s mall hot topic. You give
Yes, things we would definitely know about.
All right, I'm gonna just use some hit die while I take this nap.
Right. And since you're attuning to things, we're getting to my cryptic statement from earlier. I sort of thought you would end up with the belt.
Oh God.
I'm going to message you a yes or no question.
God damn it.
It's entirely up to you whether this is yes or no.
Like, I could yes and this.
Yeah, but you're also 100% free to say no here.
Like, I would not like that,
Okay.
but also,
I'm nervous.
Okay, so that's fine. Those things are not necessarily the
I
same.
did not think so.
So the answer's no.
Answer's no.
All right, cool. Yeah, you guys attune to these items. Renee, fails to attune to the item she's holding because it doesn't require attunement. It's just a +1 shield. Hooray for her. Her AC goes up by 1.
Yay!
Her
Powerhouse.
AC is what now? 19?
19. She's got a big old tower shield. Let's go with the Rock, Lorelei. Happy birthday. You are now attuned to a Stone of Good Luck.
Ooh, extra lucky.
And you're
That
already
gives you
lucky.
a +1 on all of your saving throws and ability checks. Initiative included, because that's an ability check.
Dude, happy birthday.
It is a good thing.
A stone of luck, you said?
Stone of Luck.
Wonderful.
Stone of Good Luck. Or
Stone
Luck
of good
Stone.
luck, okay.
It looks like a little river stone. And
Does it have one of those like naturally worn holes in the middle?
yeah, sure, that's fun. D, you have attuned to a +1 Wand of the War Mage. While holding this wand, you get a +1 to your spell attacks, and in addition, you ignore half cover when making spell attacks. Ursa, you have attuned to a Belt of Dwarven Kind. While wearing this belt, you gain the following benefits. Your constitution increases by 2 to a maximum of 20.
Oh. That's hit points.
That is hit points. You have advantage on persuasion checks when interacting with dwarves. You get dark vision to a range of 60 feet. I think you already had that. You have advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance to poison damage. And, lastly, you now can read and write Dwarven.
Oh shit, okay.
Sweet.
I now know what the question was.
Yes, the question was, can Ursa grow a beard? The answer here being no. If you can grow a beard, basically every day you have a 50% chance to wake up with a big old beard.
That's so funny.
Anyway, you guys have taken let's see. D, roll me another D20. I'll let you attune to these items and complete your short rest, but we're gonna see if something happens.
Does this add anything?
No, because it's just a luck check.
Okay.
Means you're more likely to get bad encounters while resting.
Yup. 10. That is a 10. Oh, I don't like that noise.
What is everyone's passive perception?
Oh, I like that question. That's a good question.
9.
13.
A 15.
Okay, I'm just gonna move everyone sort of clumped up
Oh, I hate
because you guys are resting.
this.
What is Kaylin's? I assume Kaylin is invisible.
Yes, Kaylin's passive perception is 14?
Kaylin and D, near the end of your rest, you see someone quietly moving, like crouch walking, sneak walking, and they have a short bow drawn.
D immediately cast Shatter when Kaylin tells her.
Okay. On that individual?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then let me get people out there. All right. So we have some banditos. We have this one that you guys have seen. And then there are 2 more that you guys are not aware of. And again, we're going to roll initiative. Everyone but D, roll in.
Minus 20. I did not click my token like a
Ooh,
bad
good initiative.
boy.
All right, D, you are hitting this individual with Shatter.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to make a con save.
Yeah, he does.
He gets a 19.
Okay, he's gonna take half.
Yep.
He takes 15 points of thunder damage, halved to 7.
Yep. All right, movement bonus action.
D will stand and move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 points to like as much cover as she can get between her and this guy.
Yep.
and then just kind of go hide behind the giant blue crystal in the room. And then Kaylin's not going to be able to fly, because Kaylin can fly 40 feet. 40 feet's not enough room to get there.
Nope.
But it is if Kaylin moves and dashes. Yeah, damn it. One more square.
One more. You're gonna do with the sad 5-foot dash. Everyone's favorite 5-foot dash.
Yeah, basically. Actually, no. Kaylin is going to come here and just be right there.
Okay.
Actually, no. She is going to hover directly above this bandito, and
right.
then as soon as he moves out of her attack range, she's going to advantage sting the heck out of him.
All right, Ursa. And just remember, these two, they're on the map. You can see them. Your
Yeah.
characters are not aware.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, listen, idiots. You don't want to mess with us, and I don't want to mess with you. I'm tired. I just fought a motherfucking gem drake. I don't want to deal with this shit, fucker. And I want to do a intimidation check.
Yeah, please do.
Do you just like bleed into Elvish since you lost your accent?
All right. She loses her accent when she's angry. A 20. All right. Let me make some wisdom checks. And on the DM side, I never know if I know that they should surrender, whether to make the wisdom check like high is better. I never know. But I'm gonna roll some secret wisdom checks for all three of them.
I would say if it is they can fuck us up, it's gonna be a high wisdom roll. If it's a stand firm, screw your courage to the sticking place.
Anything else, Ursa?
Nope.
All right,
Good plan.
Lorelai,
What about me?
it's your turn.
Oh, it is. Oh, that was the turn.
You know this game we play?
Well-
with the stabbing and violence.
Seeing Ursa temporarily choosing the non-violent path, I'm gonna choose to back them up, and I'm gonna move on over, and I'm gonna stand, I think, next to Ursa. I think that'd be a good plan.
Cool. Alright.
Bow drawn and like ready to go, and be like, "Yeah, fuckos, listen." My king has had a bad day, and if you don't want to have a worse day, and believe me, you don't, get out.
All right.
I like that you guys just stance up at this one
Just stands up.
guy.
Well, that's the only guy.
Yeah, it is the only guy. It's just like, excuse me, my king didn't get ketchup with their tendies.
All right, so this next turn, I'm glad that I included these two as public knowledge, because it makes the next turn very funny. The two that hid extremely well, both rolled extremely well in the wisdom save to be like, oh yeah, we are outmatched. So you guys don't know this. You guys don't know that there were 3 people here, because the other 2 just leave their friend. And then the last guy, he laughs and says, we've got you surrounded. And he is going to take a shot at Ursa. And
At disadvantage.
is it?
If he hits me, let me kill him.
I'm always curious about how rules are written.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that...
I'm gonna use that line next time.
What line?
I'm just so curious with how rules are written.
I am. Genuinely.
You're just using that as your next pickup line at your next mysterious stranger. It's just like, I'm just curious on how your rules are written. Care to show me your source book?
Yeah, you make right. Yep. Vision is mentioned,
Okay.
but not of the shooter, of the person imposing disadvantage. So Kalen's just sort of like flapping wings and just sort of slapping this guy as he tries to shoot. So he is definitely going to try and shoot Kalen, or shoot Ursa at disadvantage. He didn't know he had disadvantage on this attack because he was unaware he would. But he has it. And does that's pretty good, a 19 on disadvantage. Is that gonna hit?
Yeah.
All right, a well-placed arrow sticks like sort of in a plate between your armor and gets into flesh for 7 piercing damage. And he says, "Get 'em, boys." And then
No boys emerge.
Let me have this.
Yep. Renee is going to dash over. In a metagaming sense, he has now realized that the turn order has rolled around and his boys did nothing. D, it's your turn.
My king asks to have this. Is it possible to, like, non-lethally break this guy's knees with an Eldritch Blast and an Imp Sting?
Sure. Imp Sting, yes. Eldritch Blast, no.
Okay.
Has to be a melee attack.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to tell Kaylin to attack on their turn, and I will forego my my attack to be like, Their Majesty requested. Fucking kneecap him. Advantage for the first one. 12 to hit?
Yep.
Okay. That is 4 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poison damage.
He makes the save. DC 11.
He does not make the save because the DC is 15 thanks to me being a Pact of the Chain Warlock with that stupid feat.
Very cool. All right, so he will take 13 damage.
And one more non-lethal sting, please.
Okay. That'll hit. He
Okay,
will make his save. Also fails. All right. He looks badly hurt.
How do his knees look?
It's a stinger with poison. I don't know. Swollen.
It's actually a beak because it's a very
It's a beak.
angry bird just hums and,
pecking at his knees. Bloodied. His knees are bloodied. Ursa, it's your turn.
I'm gonna come up to this motherfucker and hit him with the magical sword and be like, you get what you deserve.
You have advantage on this attack.
Good. Because I would have been really bummed if I didn't.
Both hit anyway. Yes.
Good.
Roll that damage.
10
All right.
damage.
You take this sword at this extremely injured individual now and just basically slice through him.
Oh.
And the way the shark tooth blade cuts is not clean. It's a bunch of shark teeth. It's pretty bad.
It is like really, really hard wood with shark teeth embedded, and now it's enchanted with electricity.
Yep, so you see him fall over, bleeding, dead, spasming, and you see, as he dies, 2 unattuned fragments roll out of him.
Oh. Well, it seems like we killed a mud person. And I feel nothing. I step on his face.
His face is stepped on, and not in a cute way.
D is going to put these fragments, walk over, pick up these fragments, and put them in a separate pouch.
Alright. Cool.
And I'm going to label that pouch in my inventory sellable marbles.
All right, well, let's get out of here. I'm sick of this place.
Alright, you guys are gonna ski-daddle. So you are going to start the return trip to Glitter.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was honestly a little bit easier than I thought it would. I did almost die. I got very close to death. But it went really quick.
Yeah, nice and speedy.
They took each other out.
Yeah, that green gemling had the day of its life there.
And the day of its death.
The day of its death.
Oh, good one.
Alright, so D, I think, is our investigator down here.
Yep.
Sure am.
I genuinely blacked out when I started cursing out that bandit. I don't remember anything I said.
Is going to
right.
be a 22.
A 22. That's very good. Alright, you guys walk along down upstream now, this very slow-moving, shallow river that's constantly flowing through the grotto.
Your Majesty, are you feeling all right after executing one of your subjects?
I mean, I don't like that I killed a mud person, but I do feel pretty good about killing a bad person.
That's true.
How do you know they were bad?
They were warned and they chose violence anyway.
They were sneaking up while we were having a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have a good reason, but I'm glad we killed them.
All right.
Indeed. You have at least theorized you've killed one person there. As you guys are walking, Lorelei, you spot what looks like maybe like a discarded piece of wood. And something about it feels like familiar to you.
I'm gonna go take a look at it.
All right, you guys see Lorelei walk over sort of to the edge of the tunnel, reach down, and grab a wooden stake. I've dealt you a trinket.
Oh, goody.
Lorelei, the vampire hunter.
Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, what do I have? It is indeed a wooden stake. You had the chance to use it, but lacked the strength. Ouch. No, I'm not very strong. But while under a fear effect, your speed is reduced to 0. Oops. At least I'm ranged.
It's a bad trinket. I didn't know they could be bad.
Double-edged sword.
Double-edged stake.
There are some fear effects that literally force you to run, and in Lorelei's case, she won't be able to, which means she'll stay put, which is sometimes what you might want in that situation.
And sometimes it kills you.
Sometimes it kills you. Just because this is just a little gripe with me about the fear condition. People tend to, it's fight, flight, or freeze.
Right.
And I feel like D&D only does flight, but I feel like there's like, if a barbarian gets feared, I feel like they're just gonna attack. Like, all they're gonna do is spend their time attacking the source of their fear.
Yeah.
In any case, let's get, you guys see D sort of walk over to the edge, pick up this wooden stake, examine it, as it has this sort of like deja vu sense for you. And
For clarification, Lorelei picked it
Yeah.
up, not D.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Lorelei goes over, picks it up, examines it with a sort of wistful deja vu, and then maybe puts it away, maybe holds on to it, maybe discards it.
I'll stuff it in my pocket, and I think I'm gonna mutter to myself, especially given the fragment that I saw earlier. I feel like something's coming together now. Oh
You know, I did want to talk about, maybe do some philosophizing about, this whole mud person situation.
What did you see in your marble?
I gave somebody a health potion and they didn't wake up. And now I just feel like I might be a coward.
Well,
If you're saying you gave them a health potion and they didn't wake up, and then you had a wooden stake and you couldn't use it, did they become an undead?
Oh man, I don't know. It could.
Did they become a vampire?
And
You're very good at hunting things.
I do have these sharp teefies.
Well, so I've started kind of putting together some thoughts about, why, or at least trying to put this puzzle together. People wake up from the mud without their memories, and all the memories are bad. Well, some of them are neutral, but it kind of has me, so far I have about, four kind of theories going on, and let me know what y'all think. So, first theory is that we opted to remove our bad memories through, some we kind of touched on this previously about like what if we chose to get rid of them and whatever, then the consequences, kind of like making like a witchy bargain is that you don't necessarily know the consequences till you do them. My second idea is that someone removed our memories for us in order to make the world a better place, maybe doing some type of like person experiment, or like just like what happens if I remove bad memories from bad people and see if it'll make them good again. Like, what is the nature of like human existence?
What's with this place, with the one city that is the city, and the fact that there's the dichotomy of mud people and real people?
Well, that brings me to another one of my theories, or just like another suspicious thing, which is the king knows about the mud people and even has laws to hold off mud people till they're a little bit older. Like, what we've gathered so far, and we can probably talk to Osris more about this later, is that like it doesn't seem like he's doing much about it, and so it's almost like he wants it, like is okay with this, or perhaps wants it to be like this, and so very suspicious. We have this one big city, and the people we've spoken to so far are just kind of like, this is the world. I don't know. It makes you think, right?
I am thinking.
My last theory is we are spirits reanimating for some greater cause and some whatever necromantic something or other. Probably not that one. Or maybe not entirely that one.
Yeah, maybe an afterlife, maybe, or an in-between. Maybe, I don't know, kind of like a weird pocket dimension that we've been sent to.
Dee, you seem like you're having some thinks.
Dee had an idea which is both in character for Dee and also a in character for Chris idea, which is...
I have probably a stupid idea. A very stupid, I don't know if this would even work, but since this place kind of operates on dream logic, I'm willing to try really dumb stuff.
All right.
You know how Osris very specifically did not want us to bring up in any sort of capacity?
Mm-hmm.
What if we try and bring her up in a major capacity? Because if she's very powerful, she might have answers.
Interesting. But we'd probably want to do it. He was afraid of people overhearing him in the tavern, so maybe we'd want to
Do it here?
talk loudly. I was saying like in Glitter, where there's a lot of people listening.
Well, my idea might not work in Glitter.
What are you saying? What's your idea? Lay out the plan.
I have a compass that helps us find what we're looking for. I have a set of dice that have some sort of connection to greater will, to divinations. I need to actually do a long sleep for me to be able to use them again. And I have decently powerful magic that, I don't know, maybe I could just expel in a directed but not traditional spell way into these objects and try to summon somebody.
And to summon someone.
I mean, we've already run into her. Might as well call and see if she answers.
The moth lady?
The moth lady.
We ran into her in the swamp, so maybe that's something best done in the swamp?
Yeah, I don't know that she necessarily spends a lot of time flying over town. Seems very conspicuous.
My thought about doing it out here is, one, there's not a lot of people around. No offense, Renee. You are great, and I trust you.
which is why you're included in this.
I appreciate it.
And 2, the towns don't like shift and change.
Like glitter's not changing.
Yeah, exactly. Like glitter doesn't really change. Glitter's place doesn't really change. Glitter's always downstream. And Shepherd is always found where Shepherd's music is. Those places are not dream logic, per se. I've been thinking we were dead this whole time, but then Osiris said we weren't. And he seems to know a bunch. But also, he seems biased.
Yeah, he's a little paranoid.
So let's talk to the source of his paranoia.
Learn that lesson ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down to try it, and if we die, well, then we're already dead, maybe. It is really strange that now that we've seen like someone have multiple fragments come out of them, and the person at the Campatorium mentioned about when a mud person dies, all their marbles spill out.
Yep, they lose their marbles.
That's weird. That's like that right there makes me think even more, and I don't like to think that much.
So you think we might not even be real people, we're just absorbing the memories of these fragments, and when we're gone, the fragments go back into the fold.
That's not what I was saying, but I'll add that to my list.
New fears grow every day.
Huh.
Let's take a long sleep.
Yeah, should we...
So maybe after glitter, because
Yeah,
we'll probably get to
let's-
glitter today.
Let's get to glitter.
Yeah,
Can we
And-
manage to get to glitter?
It has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours since you left.
9
Glitter.
hours plus our 3 rests?
That's included.
Okay.
So it will be basically an adventuring day by the time you get back to Glitter, unless there's something that creates a bunch of extra time loss.
Let's get back to glitter. Have a nice sleep at the inn.
And something has occurred to me. I need perception checks from everyone, and have Kaylin make one as well.
Dope.
Thank you.
You know, I think I'm feeling a little lucky right now.
Cool.
Ooh, I did say Moth Lady. I didn't say her name, but
You
I
said
did say
Moth
Moth
Lady.
Lady.
Brat. It was still
Do you-
bad, sorry.
Do you want to do another or no?
I would like to feel extra lucky.
All right, take advantage. You're spending 2 luck points.
Okay.
So you see, as you guys are sort of walking and talking here, and no one other than Lorelai notices this. You see little splashes and ripples forming, like footsteps, but there is not a creature there. Walking towards you, but not at you. Like, sort of like cars going on opposite directions of a street. So it doesn't seem like it's in whatever this creature is intending to, like, interact with you. Rather, probably just trying to sneak by you or something.
Okay.
Since Dee and Kaylin regularly turn invisible, do we get advantage on this check?
No, doesn't help you see invisible things. And Lorelai has already seen it, so.
I have in fact seen it. I will draw my my moon sword, and I'm just gonna say, "Hey, listen there, buddy. I know somebody's here, and we just want to go have a nice little sleep in a nice, comfy bed. And I do recommend you do not fuck with us, please. So if you wish us no harm, we'll move on, and you'll move on, and have a lovely day. Okay."
All right. You
Twinkle, what's going on?
You guys are now essentially, like, Lorelai has just, like, drawn a sword and just pointed it at something, and now you guys can see there is a little bit of current here. And you can essentially see, like, this very shallow water. You can essentially see, like, ripples forming, and actually you see like 2 little gaps in the water the shape of like feet.
No feet. No.
That's terrifying.
Like
Just
humanoid
human
feet?
Humanoid feet.
Okay. Not Mr. Tumnus or anything.
No. Does anyone else want to say or do anything?
I do recommend you do what Lorelai says, because she is an animal. She will mess you up. And I'm going to try to stop her, but I don't know if I can.
You guys hear an invisible voice coming from where the creature is say, I'm just passing through. Don't mean nobody's no trouble.
Okay. Well, you keep your word and we'll keep ours.
Is that Frug?
No, it's not Frog.
You got a name, bud? Have we met you before?
You haven't met me before.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Dee. This is King Ursa, and this is Lorelai.
Hi, sorry
Renee.
for the threats. I just, it's just been a day. Okay.
All right. You guys see as a creature comes into view. He says, Mortis. Mortis is 3 feet tall. He's got big old hobbit-like feet. He has dark gray skin with like a big bulbous nose. He has like long shaggy hair and also a gigantic beard, which is thankfully covering up whatever else is there, because he doesn't appear to be wearing any clothes. However, he does have just a shovel on his shoulder.
A smurf!
I think we'll pick it up with Mortis next time.
All right.
Thanks for joining us for Escape from the Dreamlands, everybody.
Certainly a visual element to leave us off on, and for the
Yep.
podcasts, I'm sure you can see that in your brains.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're going to read some credits for the first time ever. Going to tell you what goes into making this podcast.
Who could be credited here?
I hope it's not me. This podcast is edited by Selena Heinen and Chris Sterling, module by Ben Goldman, and produced by Ben Goldman, Jordan Cox, Chris Sterling, and Selena Heinen. Goodbye.
Goodbye.